And that's when I got my official diagnosis of Parkinson's in August of 2020.
Okay.
So I had been at the camp for about a year.
Okay. But tell me, what was it like when you first got that diagnosis? How did you feel? What did you experience? What was it like for you and family and all of that?
Well, when I first got the diagnosis, my outlook was pretty bleak. I mean, man, because you think Parkinson's, that's on level with Alzheimer's and ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and like that. Well, and dementia.
Yep.
And dementia down the road a ways, dementia does come into play with Parkinson's quite heavily.
Yep.
Up to I've read as many as up to 80% of Parkinson's patients will develop dementia before they pass away.
Right.
And it will become pretty severe. And my wife is like, "Oh crap."
Yeah.
But God will allow man to come up with a
solution
by then. I mean, in talking with my doctors, and I've got so many of these doctors, I never knew there was a neuropsychologist and a neurotransmitter specialist and they're all telling me that they think here in Grand Rapids, with the advances that we're making every year in medicine, that they fully expect within 10 years, they think they'll have a cure.
Wow.
For Parkinson's. I pray to that effect, but God's got right now different plans for me.
Right.
So, it's not happening yet, but it just, when I first got it, it was like, Lord, you know what this is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that was all I could do.
Okay.
For a few days, it was like, wow, woe is me. And then I thought, no, not woe is you. Why not me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm healthy, and I needed to slow down anyways. I was working 3 jobs not because I needed to, but because I wanted to, because I loved what I was doing.
Okay.
But at the same time, God said, hey, whoa, we're going to slow down a little bit. You're going to do one thing, and that's it. Okay? Well, I had left Gordon Food Service. I had left the camp, and I went to work for a marina here in town, and that's how we met.
Yep.
And did that for 2 years, and then I took the guys refer to it as a not so glorious header off the side of the workboat.
Oh, wow.
So on my head.
So this is after I left then?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
After, Dennis describes it as, you looked like hands and feet going everywhere with your head stuck in the sand. And I just laughed about it, but it really hit me that I have to slow down because I'm not old. I'm 60.
Yeah.
I'll be 61 in February. Yeah. I'm not old.
Yeah.
But I have to slow down. I can't do your physical abilities anymore.
Right.
And that was, when I did that header off the boat, that was the big wake-up call that your body is not going to take this. Mm-hmm. You can't keep going and keep doing and working 12, 13, 14-hour days.
Yeah.
As much as I loved it. I mean, I love shrink wrapping boats. I love driving down the street, and we'd shrink wrap 200 or 300 boats a winter, and I loved that. I did that. Mm-hmm. And not anymore.
Right.
It's the aches and pains are not worth it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when it was very first diagnosis for about a week, it was like, man, woe is me, and this is going to be terrible, and I'm going to not have it. And then God said, let's go to work. And I went to do something I love, which is woodworking.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. We just needed to take a quick break, but you just mentioned that you simplified your life, right? You had, it sounds very similar to me. I like working, I like the routine of work. But then God told you just to simplify your life and get down to bare bones, right?
Yep.
Down to the simple things. And so you've found a real passion for woodworking.
Yeah, I've had a real passion for woodworking for quite a while,
Okay.
but never been too busy to do anything with it.
Okay.
But I bought a couple of things that I needed and just went to making turning bowls and cutting boards, charcuterie boards, coasters, you know.
Yep.
And I don't like to make two of the same thing of anything.
Right.
Everything I make is going to be different.
Yeah.
I don't get interest in making something 50 times to sell the same thing 50 different times.
Right.
I like what God puts in my head and turning it out that way. Everyone is different.
Yeah.
Just like with Parkinson's. No two people have the exact same symptoms.
Right.
Everybody's different. I like to make a striped cutting board, a diagonal striped cutting board, a stripe with stripes in it, and it's endless what you can make, you know.
Yeah.
And what you can do.
How was that? Because woodworking is quite a fine process, right? How was it when you first started?
That's why I like to do bowls and cutting boards.
Okay.
I can't. One of the symptoms of Parkinson's is one of the non-motor symptoms, anyways, is figuring out, like running a calculation. Like, you know, heaven forbid I try calculus.
Right.
But if you got to cut this piece of wood this way and this way and this way, and then glue it this way, and then this one goes glued this way, one. I can only do about 3 steps, and I'm so flustered that I can't keep going because my brain won't allow me. So I do the simplest. Well, some of them, they're simple, but other people look at it as like, man, it's very simple to do. No, it's not. It may be simple for you to do, but it's not simple for them to do.
Right. So you came to me and said, Steve, have you talked about like the blessings within disabilities and stuff? How have you been navigating the last few years from when you first got diagnosed to where you are now, right? You've gone through the healthcare system. You now have DBS, which is deep brain stimulation. It's essentially when you get like an electrode put into the specific part of the brain that signals, right? Because our brain is sending electrical signals, and then that turns into chemical signals, which is the neurotransmitters. In this case, especially with Parkinson's, the specific parts of the brain, like the substantia nigra and other portions of the brain that are affected, one of the treatments is getting DBS, which is this deep brain stimulation. So Al has electrode in his brain that is stimulating. There. Oh, right there, where that scar is. Yeah. Right there, stimulating your part of the brain. And from the last time I saw you, which was a few years ago to now, right? And the last time we spoke, all of your major symptoms of body shakes and stuff have disappeared.
I can keep all the peas on my spoon still.
Okay.
It doesn't, you know, there's sometimes my wife sees me and she says, hey, your left hand's going. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. And all I do is put it in my pocket or something. Okay. But for the most part, my shakes are gone. Yeah. And that's the DBS at work.
What are the blessings that you have found over these last few years, over the last 6 years now from when you were diagnosed?